At the broadcasting house.
Okay.
Is there a sound? My phone is nothing.
No, Maria, I thought I had a problem. I can't hear anything from here.
It is just a loud silence.
In history, they say it's a silent disco. Please hold on.
Asman, what is happening? It's time.
Maria, switch on your video.
Silent disco, everyone.
Rotarian Asman.
I've not heard from Asman all day, all morning.
Maria, first switch on your video.
He's on the side.
Ndi ku kitanda lwadde obuuza b'ebitanda.
Guests all live winner on the Kampala Rotary, Kampala, and those online. I am Rotarian Kampala morning staff, and I bring you greetings of the Kampala morning staff. Today I'll be a little timekeeper to guide us through the program for this morning. Was a 10 installation of the president of the Rotary Club of Kampala. And to begin with, please allow me to ask PM if you want to come and give us the introduction.
Asman, the voice is not very clear. Make some adjustments.
Good morning, Rotarians. Rotary Club of Business.
The voice is not very clear. Make some
adjustments. To this broadcast event, where we will soon president. We the Rotarians are dedicated to the idea of service to maintain a high ethical standard in our business and profession, and identify our vocation by enhancing international understanding, goodwill, and peace through people united in the idea of service. Thank you. Thank you, our president nominee, who very soon, in a few days or months, will be a president-elect. Allow me to recognize some of the very familiar faces in our leadership here this morning. PhD Emmanuel Tongole, you're most welcome. PhD Francis Zobia, you're most welcome. In a very few hours or months will be our DGE, now DGN, Honorable Dr. Mike Nedisero, you're most welcome. All the assistant governors, leaders, the past leaders, opportunity leaders, and future leaders, and all of us here, you're most welcome. And most importantly, our host this morning, PE, soon to be president, Please allow me to ask the man who has held this mantle for the last 1 year, creating and opening opportunities to do what is duly assigned or was assigned to him a year ago.
Thank you very much, MC, for the day. Our guest of honor, PDG Emmanuel Katomwe, the past governors in the House, the incoming governors, the assistant governors in the House, and all incoming ones, Uputini presidents, fellow Rotarians, contractors, our guests this morning, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Most welcome to Kampala Day Break. It's a great day, always, and especially when we are meeting our 10th president installed. We are now going to tie they call them what? When you count, you tie. Then you start counting. So today we are tying the 10th president, and thereafter we shall be counting from 1 up to 20 we tie until we reach 100. This morning I'm here to appreciate all of you. We started the year scientifically, and we are ending the same scientifically. It has been not an easy year, but yet an interesting one, simply because of your support. I would like to appreciate the daybreakers, all the daybreakers where you are. I request you just to stand for a second for all these people to see you, to know that you have supported me. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much for allowing me to be a peaceful president during my reign. Allow me to appreciate our partners. Our partners, beginning with IREAD, which is well represented in this house. I request May, Richard, and I will request partly our PE and other colleagues from IREAD to stand up. Thank you very much for supporting me, and thank you very much for supporting Kampala Day Break. Oh, that one. James is my dad. He has the same necktie. We are going to put on similar because he's my dad. Palliative care, I have seen it in the house. We request you to stand for recognition. Thank you. The media has been there for us always in our projects. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. All the Rotarians from various clubs, you have made it for us. We cannot forget you this year. To my board, where you are, you can stand up. That is the scientific board, which has delivered this year up to the. I'm very grateful to you, the morning crew, the one which always wakes up everyone smiling, led by our DGN. DGN, you can lead the morning crew as they join you up. Thank you very much. With the general in the house. General had assured me that I will not leave this seat. I hope you still keep it. I hope you are keeping the promise that I will be around until some time. You will protect me. Lastly, I would like to congratulate the breakers for coming up with a leader who is a capable one, none other than P.E. Chitakure Frederick. I request you to stand up so that they see you. Before I leave the seat, I have the powers. to request you to stand up. I want to congratulate you, and I have moved with you this journey. So I have no doubt in my mind that the club is being left in the right hands. It is being left in the right hands, and I'm very sure we shall even excel more than we have done. So congratulations, Daybreak. Lastly, allow me to pay tribute to a person who has made sure that even if we are going through scientific who has made sure that even if we are in a scientific period, we have not lacked. Those who have scholarships can testify that despite being online hosting, we have had wonderful presenters, we have had wonderful tips. And this is courtesy of a person who has made sure that it happens. During this year, she broke record when she held a district conference of 380 people in a fellowship. So I know all of you have been there, you have done a lot, but you will agree with me that she has held us together and she has made sure that we keep up there. I will request First Assistant Governor Basima to step forward with that small thing, which will be presented by our guest of honor. To this person is the one who will read the name as he announces it. I do request you to come and hand over this small thing, someone who has gone on record for hosting a district conference at Kampala.
Mr. President, Rotary leaders, fellow Rotarians. It's always a great moment when we stand to recognize someone who has excelled in promoting the ideals that we live for, the ideals of service above self. And this plaque is from the Rotary Club of Kampala, Daybreak, at the time when Rotary is opening opportunities, and says, through devotion and exemplary effort, you have embodied Rotary's 2020-2021 theme of Rotary opens opportunities, and thus recognized for serving as a club administrator. It is signed by the President Jameson. And ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to rise and we receive Rotarian Irene Katende. Irene, thank you for creating opportunities to your fellow Rotarians. This is the beginning. You should continue serving above self because it is the biggest honor we can give to humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our guest of honor. I now say kwaheri, and I want to show I'm not coming as an independent. If you want to give me the vice presidency, I am ready to take it. So I am not standing again. Thank you very much, all of you, and I wish you good health, especially in this period where the challenging threat is coming back. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Let's once again give a big applause to OP Johnson Karemani for serving us in the year of opportunities. As we took on the year of opportunities, we must appreciate that very soon these opportunities shall create leaders that shall serve to change lives. And amidst us, we have one of them who's going to lead us at the mantle of the change makers, and that's our DGE, Ndamira. You're most welcome, and we appreciate you being here. Allow me now to ask AG Christine Oya to come and introduce to us who's going to be the AG of this year, but also give her brief remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Protocol has already been observed this morning, so I'll not go through that. I'll first of all start by introducing my brother, then I can probably comment. This early morning is presenting a very good opportunity for me to introduce a very fine gentleman. Gentleman I call my brother, a colleague, and a fellow banker who I have worked with for about 8 years. Who I have worked with for about 8 years, and with whom I served as connecting president. Over the years, I have known him as a committed Rotarian, willing and ready to serve. He started his Rotary journey as an interactor with the Interact Club of King's College, Woodrow. He moved on to the next level as a Rotaractor with the Rotary Club of Nakawa Moves. He later joined the Rotary Club of Kampala East in 2007, where he served in various capacities as the club, and leading him to the presidency in the year 2019-2020. During this year, his club was a recipient of a Platinum Award from Rotary International, which is the highest award that a club can attain from Rotary International. My brother believes in Rotary, not because of the fun related and the related benefits, but to serve humanity. And this he has done in various capacities. He's been so committed to serving above self and supporting the lifeline of Rotary, which is a Rotary Foundation. He's a Paul Harris Fellow, and he has continued to support the Paul Harris Society by adding sapphires over the years. He has attended 3 district conferences and 3 conventions. He has also chosen to give back to society by mentoring the boy child through the Boys Mentorship Program and carrying on with community-based work. Our assistant governor-elect is gainfully employed with experience of over 15 years in the corporate banking sector. He plays a vital role in advising mainly the large corporates, and he currently heads the international and local corporates in Standard Chartered Bank. When you talk about passion and resilience, these qualities are synonymous with our assistant governor-elect. And this has motivated him to develop local brands and franchises with the names of Kids World, Bridal World, and Just Kids. Our Changemaker assistant governor is well educated, having attained a bachelor's degree in business administration from Makerere and later mastering in the same from Edinburgh Business School. He has the zeal to prosper, and because of this, he's focused to enhance his career by becoming a chartered accountant. And my fellow connecting president, in this club, you're going to find so many of those, and I know you're going to be able to pursue your career in this field because there are many opportunities in Kampala Daybreak. Our Changemaker assistant governor is married to Amelia, a future Rotarian with the Rotary Club of Muyenga Tankhill, and they are blessed with 5 lovely children. He loves traveling and discovering new destinations. Fellow Rotarians, join me as we welcome our Changemaker Assistant Governor, Rotarian Kaziro Chambade. Gentlemen, I present my brother, my colleague, and friend, Kaziro Chambade. And just to give you an insight of the club, they're very sober people. I have joined the fellowships, very sober in that sense. I know it has been a scientific year. We've served scientifically. We've only had about 1 or 2 engagements, which have given us the opportunity to introduce more members to the club. We have inducted 3 members, and I'm happy to report that these members are very active in the club, and they're here with us. Yes. I think they're working, but at least they're very active in the club, and they have been there to support the president. Been a scientific year, carried on with IREAD, carried on with the palliative care, and that is all we can do. But I know that the next year is going to be a much better one if the wave does not affect us. So thank you so much, President Jameson, for leading the club. We welcome President Chitakule, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, G. Christine, for having guided and being there for this club throughout the serving year. As we install the 10th president of Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak, they just made 10 years on the 14th of March, as they were chartered in 2012. And I think it's an honor to appreciate CP Robert Rotaji, much as he might not be physically with us here, for having laid that foundation that has seen the club going for the 10 years. And to the the charter members of the club then, we also appreciate you and recognize you. Allow me to also recognize the club that made sure that this club is born, and that's a Rotary Club of Kampala Arch. Let's recognize them. And when they were born, they also made sure they give birth. And they gave birth to a Rotary Club of Impala. So let's appreciate and recognize also the Rotary Club of Utamu, and also the Rotary Club of the Mulago School of Nursing and Midwifery. So that's purely the small family of Kampala Daybreak. At this time, allow me to ask the Green Mission President, PAG Dr. Timothy Basima, to come and introduce to us the incoming president.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies. The protocol has been observed. My work is very simple. I had told the incoming president that he does not need any introduction. And I had also requested him that I shouldn't be the one to introduce. He said, look, you are not the one who chooses the person I'm supposed to marry. So it is equivalent to that. Rotarian Frederick Stakure, in his introduction, he is a committed Christian. Rotarian Frederick Stakure is a statistician who holds an MBA from Makerere University Business School and a Bachelor of Statistics from Makerere University, Kampala. He has been in different leaderships, both at a director level and a board member level. Currently, he is a director in Crystals Africa Limited, and also working with business development consultants as a business development consultant with Lake World. He's Rotary Life. He's a charter member of Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. We joined together. I think that's why we have some things in common. We've moved Rotary steps together, and I congratulate him. He successfully served in different club directorates, and also at both district and country level, he has been a leader, and we also have him as one of the best contributors of Rotary Foundation. Rotarian Frederick Chitakure is married to one woman, and he loves traveling and serving others. He always tells me that a busy Rotarian is a good one. Frederick Chitakure, as you serve to change lives, I want to congratulate you. And I want to say that you are joining the best seat in the club. Thank you very much. Over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you very much, Mission Green President. Now that we've been introduced to the President-elect, allow me to ask the AGE to come and make his remarks.
Thank you, Masters of Ceremony. All protocols observed with all DGs and district leaders, fellow AGs, and presidents. I'm here to just mention two things. And these two things are in line with what the RI president, the incoming RI president, is emphasizing this year. One, we are going to increase the numbers of Rotary in our district, 9213. In our planning session, we agreed that for every Rotarian in Kampala Daybreak, we at least bringing one more Rotarian, isn't it? The president was given a target of 5 Rotarians. Therefore, we are going to multiply. We are going to double the size of this club. So, incoming President Frederick, that is one of our goals for this year. The second most important goal is we are going to create impact in communities. And this, you already have very good signature projects, and we can only do much more so that we can create impact in those communities where we have set up these early learning centers. As incoming AG, I pledge my support. I had already pledged my support in the strategic meeting. I said I would start the fundraiser myself. I pledged 2 million shillings to you, and I'm going to request the treasurer to come and pick up the treasurer. Incoming treasurer, I pledged that I would support projects. And I have made good. So there's no reason why we should not do what we are supposed to do. Last but not the least, as incoming AG, I'm a servant leader. I do not have any heirs, and my pledge to the club is that I will always be there. Feel free to call me. I'm happy to partake in all your projects I'm happy to partake in all your fellowships, and I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, AGE. May God bless you and where you've picked from. And may all the AGEs be like you and even more than you. I need to recognize the members of the Rotary Club of Bukedea, if they're online and any here, because they are also mothered by the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. And we also take recognition of all the members following this conversation on Rotarians online. We watch you and we are recognizing you. Allow me now to ask our AGE, Dr. James Onyoin, to please come to us, our chief guest.
Master of Ceremony, thank you very much. All protocol observed. Allow me to do the big task. So I even said, are my shoes big enough to introduce our chief guests? But since I was ordered by the president, let me do it. Our chief guest today, ladies and gentlemen, is Emmanuel Katongole. Emmanuel joined the Rotary Club of Muyenga, Uganda, in the Rotary year 1995-1996. In the last 26 years, he has steadily and diligently served his club, his country, and district, rising to the position of district governor for Rotary District 9211, which comprises Tanzania and Uganda in 2013-2014. I think he's the founder governor for District 9211. He thereafter served as Assistant Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator, Africa Zone 20A in 2016-2017, and currently serves as the Endowment and Major Gifts Advisor 2018-2021 for Region 28, Africa English-speaking countries. Emmanuel was appointed to serve on the Rotary International Peace Major Gifts Initiative Committee for 2020-2023, and to chair the same committee during 2022. He is passionate about supporting the Rotary Foundation, and in this regard, is a member of the ARC, CLAMP, and societies. He is also a benefactor of the foundation. For the benefits who may not be Rotarians, to be a Rotary ARC, CLAMP member, you must contributed to the Rotary Foundation at least $250,000. Can we give a big hand clap? Emmanuel has served as Rotary International President's personal representative to district conferences. He has been a featured speaker at district conferences and zone institutes, including co-chairing the second All-African Zone Institute that was held in December 2020. If I remember, this was in Munyonyo. Well done, Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel was a founding chief executive officer and shareholder of Cipla Chemical Industries Limited, a leading manufacturer of HIV/AIDS and malaria vaccines in Africa, and was promoted for his current position of executive chairman, promoted to his current position of executive chairman in November 2013. Previously, Emmanuel served as founder, managing director, and shareholder of Quality Chemicals Limited, the local firm that partnered with Cipla to form Cipla Quality Chemical Industries Limited. Emmanuel is also the founder and chairman of Vero Food Industries, a food and beverage company. He's the chairman of the Uganda National Oil Company. You know, the final investment has been made. He's behind that. He's a member of the Mauritius Union Assurance Uganda Limited and chairman advisory board of London-based TLG Capital Group Limited. In April, he was appointed by His Excellency the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, to chair the National Response Fund on the COVID-19 task force. He was installed and was appointed as a Purple Knight by Pope Francis. Besides numerous nominations, Emmanuel has won several business awards. He was the East African winner and representative at the 2013 Ernst & Young World Entrepreneur of the Year Awards in Monte Carlo, including being inducted into the prestigious World Entrepreneur of the Year Hall of Fame. He bagged the 2012 Africa Business Leadership Award and the 2012 Africa Entrepreneurship Award. Emmanuel holds a Master of Arts degree in Economic Policy and Planning and an honors Bachelor of Statistics degree. No wonder even our president is a statistician. Maybe this is why the choice of Emmanuel as the chief guest came from. I'm speculating. Both from Makerere University, he's married to Resti Katongole and blessed with 2 sons and 2 daughters. That is what they call gender balancing. I know most of you have not achieved that. Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave the floor, after introducing the chief guest, I want to tell you that Emmanuel is a great storyteller. I remember one day, he told us a story when they were in some islands in Lake Victoria, and they had to undertake with the doctors who were not even authorized at that point, a surgery and saved the life. That story changed my life because on that day, I was so touched. I told my wife, check to become a major donor so I can support Rotary. Thank you.
Thank you, AGE, Dr. Onyoin, and thank you for allowing your heart to accept the change when it had the story. Allow me now to ask our chief guest to come and do the administration of the oath of president.
Good morning once again, fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it's a very warm morning when you come to officiate at a Rotary function and you've got your brothers and sisters surrounding you. And in this regard, I recognize the president of our district governor-elect, John. John, thank you for making it this morning. I recognize the presence of our 2 district governor nominees, Mike and Peace. I saw Peace coming in. Thank you for making it. I am warmed by the presence of my brother, past district governor, Xavier. Xavier, thank you for making it this morning. And we've got a couple of assistant governors and incoming assistant governors, and to you, fellow Rotarians. I think I'll not take a lot of time. I will just request President Johnson to come over and join me, and so is my brother Frederick. Please come and join me, and as they come, thank you, Dr. James Onyoit. Thank you very much. And I was touched by that day when you became a major donor by writing one good check. And I look forward to telling another story that you write a second check. I think, if you don't mind, let all the governors join me. Let all the governors join me. Anybody with past district governor elect, district governor elect, district governor nominee, let's join this. Now, I hope my brother Frederick is not going to overshadow me by the height, but I hope he will not intimidate me. But to you, Opportunity President Johnson, you just mentioned that you're not seeking another term, and neither are you going to stand as an independent. These may appear political statements, but they're very important to Rotary. Very important that where in leadership, you must pass over those who come to you. And you must do it so seamlessly. And you must learn how to keep the promise, the oath that you took, that when your time comes, after 1 year, you'll hand over the presidency. I'll request that you voluntarily get this chain of office from your chest and hand it over to our district governor-elect, John. Fellow Rotarians, is handed over in good shape with, they should be 9, but his will be put after here, kept as it was given to him. Thank you and congratulations. And to you, Frederick, take oath of leadership. To the footsteps of Paul Harris since 1904, giving leadership. I want you to take this oath office. Read it. Could we please rise?
I, Frederick Chitakule, do solemnly pledge to protect the Constitution of Rotary International and the bylaws of the Rotary Club of Kampala, Daybreak. I pledge to uphold the goals, the mission, and the objectives of the club. I further pledge to perform my duties as the president of the Rotary Club of Kampala, Daybreak, to the best of my abilities in the service of Rotary. I pledge to work in a concerted effort with the club board members to implement the club's strategic plan. Finally, I pledge to support our club in membership growth, the Rotary Foundation, vocational and youth services, so that we impact the communities that we serve. So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Could we move a little bit in front? And may I request all the government and to stand by his side. And it will be our opportunity that I do this with the district governor elect John Indamira. Fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, it is our greatest honor and privilege that we declare Frederick Chitakule the president of the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. Congratulations. And please recognize him not only as the tallest president you've ever had, but as a man who is going to take mantle of that. And Timothy, could you come here and take a photo so that we see the contrast? How the shortest, come. We want to see the shortest and tallest. Congratulations. And thank you, colleagues. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate. I have already recognized the presence of our Rotary leaders and all of you fellow Rotarians. And I now stand to congratulate my brother, outgoing President Jameson, for a job well done. In the year 2014, I was a district governor. And this club was only 3 years of age. And truth be told, I thought that this club was collapsing and it would be closed. I come back here after 7 years, standing so proud to see that the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is one of the most vibrant clubs in this district. And for that, I shall remain ever thankful to those who followed me as district governors, as assistant governors, and as presidents of this club, but above all, the Rotarians of this club. When a baby grows beyond 5 years and is not able to be killed by malaria, by kwashiorkor, and other diseases, you know that that baby, by the time it celebrates 10 years of age, will grow and grow and grow and be a change maker. And for you, incoming President Frederick, me, thank you for inviting me to come and officiate. But why should all these great men and women wake up every morning, every Thursday morning, to come to Kampala Daybreak? It is a cause. It is a cause that we have not started today. It is a cause that has grown for over 100 years, which underlies and underpins the very effort that we try to do in humanity, making the world a better place to live in. And you are very fortunate that you have got Sheikh Meta as your president. He has explicitly told us, go out and do more, and in the process of doing more, grow more. Do more in the impact you're going to create in humanity. I have seen this club grow in the last 10 years. How are you going to take this root forward? It's a seed that has germinated and is growing. Recently, I planted a number of vegetables, and the process of seeing these vegetables grow and the process of enjoying them is one of the greatest feelings. And for you, Frederick, the vegetables you're going to harvest will be the impact you're going to create to humanity. And it's not new. One of the biggest projects and programs we've really prided ourselves in is polio. But polio is not the end of the world. I know that with all our effort, we shall get rid of polio. And it will be eliminated from the face of the world. But there are other diseases that are beyond polio. Cancer, HIV, malaria, diseases that affect humanity. Education. Make sure that come rain, come sunshine, we create many Kaziros of this world. We need them. We need people who are committed to humanity. But they cannot be got without that basic education that we get. People have got to have clean water. People have got to be touched. And Meta Sheikha asks you to go out and be a change maker. And it is what all these brothers and sisters of ours looked into you and said, Frederick will be a change maker, go out and change the world. You've got the issue of young people. This country is in particular problems. Over 75% of our population are young people, 30 years and below. But an opportunity is on our doorsteps. An opportunity that Rotary is no longer a program of Rotary International, but they're part and parcel of our family. What are you going to do to make sure that they grow? To make sure that they improve on what they're doing? To make sure that there are jobs for them? What are you going to do to make sure that that institute called the Vijana Power works and does not only work for our own children, but works for the entire country? These are the kind of things that are going to confront you, that I know that by the time you are chosen and through the process of training that you've gone through, and I was delighted when the incoming assistant governor mentioned that training, go out and do it. Go out and do more. Because when you do more, posterity will say Frederick led the Rotary Club of Kampala daybreak, and it went up and built a foundation for future leaders. You need to grow more. It's not a question of doing more when you're not growing more. You need to grow more. Let me tell you, and I used to say that almost every day when I was district governor, anything that does not grow will just die. Anything that does not grow will just die. If you're complacent and you say, oh, the Rotary Club of Kampala daybreak is big enough, and no, I have attended fellowship in the Rotary Club, one of the Rotary clubs in Los Angeles, with 600 members. And it too is a club. It's a club. We need to grow more. And Meka Sheikha gives you a responsibility that for the first time in history, we must cross the number of 1.2 million Rotarians every year. And we must, and I beg you, we must. Because without these hands, we're not going to do more. We need more hands to do the job. We need these hands to do the job. And look here, I like this idea because it helped me start 2-3 clubs. Just in this your phone alone, each one of us, you've got contacts. Immediately after this fellowship, this installation fellowship, just to go and look at the contacts in your phone and say, okay, this one probably, if you feel is not a good Rotary material, leave that one. If you find, oh, this one could make a good Rotary material, put them down. In the end, you'll find yourself with not less than 15 names in your own telephone. Go out and reach out to them. Go out and reach out to them, and we shall be the most proud Rotarians. When District Governor-elect John Namira comes here as District Governor and says, oh my God, The Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is hitting 100 members. And it is possible. It is possible. It is a matter of giving yourself a commitment and say, yes, I can do it. Saying, yes, it is doable. We have got friends. We've got relatives, but we're so selfish. We do not invite them to come and join this great organization that humanity has started. Fellow Rotarians, let's grow more. Each one, at least one. Each one, at least one. And I will follow up. And I'm such a dictator when it comes to targets. And I'll tell you, I'm such a dictator when it comes to targets. And Timothy, Pastor Assistant Governor, tells you, when we're doing our IPO for our business, we started it as a very small thing, call it a chemicals in Ikatwe. But we grew it to one of the major pharmaceutical manufacturers on the African continent. And this club is so dear to me, because when I was looking for a Rotarian who could join our board of directors, I came to this club, and Timothy is a member of our board. Basema. But that's not the issue I wanted to tell you. The issue, I am going to follow this up. Let's grow more. Let's do more. Day by day, Frederick, I'll be calling you. How many members are joining? And I'll work with Governor John as he takes leadership to see that this club makes him proud. But the beauty, I am not a football fan. But if I were to join in football, I would say the best words I've had in football are the terms, "You never walk alone." You'll never walk alone because you've got a big family of Rotary. You never walk alone because you've got all these governors. It is not that they don't have anything to do in the morning. It's because they don't want you to walk alone. And I will never let you walk alone. I'll be by your side. In these projects, in membership, please let me know. Where we can help, we shall help you. But let's grow. Let's grow. Let's do more. Because when we do this, posterity will count you a great man. Posterity will count Rotarians of this club to be great people, that they did not live for nothing. And your children and the children of your children will say, yes, these ladies and gentlemen did not live for nothing. And they will say it was their finest hour in doing good. They will say they made our country, Uganda, a better country to live in. God bless you. Okay, thank you. Do we call him former president? They are instruments of authority. Brother Frederick, come. A number of documents will be given to you. The files that that he uses to administer. I know we're going paperless. There should be systems of handover of these instruments. But for today, I would like you to test the beauty of power. Never misuse it. You could test it for the first time. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, our chief guest, past district governor, Emmanuel Katongole, for those moving, hearty, and touchy words that you've given us to go with in this serving year. Now that you've slightly felt the warmth of your seat, we cannot call you PE anymore. Let's welcome the Changemaker President, Frederick Chitakule, to give his acceptance remarks.
Thank you very much, Master Ceremonies. Our chief guest, Past District Governor, Dr. Emmanuel Katongole. Our DGE, John Indamira. DGN, Honorable Mike Sebaru. DGN, Peace Taremwa. Past District Governors in attendance. The country and district leaders, both outgoing and incoming, the opportunity presidents, changemaker presidents, members of the Rotary fraternity, guests, and all friends of Rotary, both online. A very good morning to you all. First and foremost, I would like to invite you to join me in thanking God that has enabled us have this wonderful moment of fellowship this morning so far. But also, I would like to take a moment to appreciate and thank my dear wife, Leila Kagawu Chitakule. If you don't mind, you could stand. Thank you so much for not only accepting to journey through life with myself, but also for allowing me and supporting me to serve as a Rotarian and allowing me to live my passion to the fullest of serving humanity. Thank you so much. I also join members of my family that are present here, but also those that are online. I thank you so much. And then I turn to my Daybreak family members. What can I say? But I would like to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for not only mentoring me, but giving me opportunities to serve in so many positions in the club up to this day, when you've given me the confidence, but not just that, a great trust to serve you as the Changemaker President in the Rotary year 2021-2022. Thank you so much. So, friends, precisely I want to make a brief remark about my Rotary journey. My Rotary journey started with one of my best friends called Kim Madsen, and I know he's online, with whom we've served community for the last 11 years. But I remember one day, it takes just an invitation, and he says, Frederick, I see a great Rotarian in you. And not only did he stop at that, Rotary is the world over. When he heard that the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak is being formed, he said, I want you to be a charter member. He did not stop at that. He went ahead, dues for the 2 consecutive years, not because I couldn't, but to show his commitment that he's ensuring that I'm planted into Rotary, never to leave. And to this day, I've never left and I will never leave. Thank you so much. Through the years, I've had so many opportunities, like I've said, to serve through the various capacities in the club. And I'm so greatly humbled, exceptionally privileged, that I've been chosen and entrusted by the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak to serve as Changemaker President. To that, I'm so grateful. Friends, indeed, as they rightly say, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to go far, walk alongside with others. Allow me at this moment introduce to you the gallant members of the board of the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak for the Rotary year 2021-2022. And I would request that if I mention your name in the interest of time, you could just stand. Indeed, like I said, I am humbled and privileged to serve as the president, and my vice president will be Rotarian Dorothy. If you're here, you could stand. She's online. The president nominee who will double as our treasurer is Rotarian Edward Mugerwa. Our club secretary will be Rotarian Patience Musime. If you're here, you could stand. And I know that the sweetest moment of a president is when you're handing over power. But I know that it is not the end, it is just the beginning. Our incoming immediate past president is going to be our club trainer, but also to ensure that he rallies all the past presidents of this great club to support us and see to it that we keep the flag of Kampala Daybreak high and above. Our club administrator is none other than Irene Katende. One of the most important persons here is our club directorate. The club director, we are so passionate and committed to growing membership in Daybreak. And this is going to be led by Rotarian Jane Opito. The reason for which we exist as Rotarians is to serve above self. And our incoming project director is none other than Rotarian Amanya Wilberforce. The Rotary Foundation is at the center and the epicenter of this great club. So our Rotary Foundation director is none other than Dr. Sylvia Arinitwe. She's not here with us, but she's online. We need able and trusted club mobilizers. And we have trusted Past Assistant Governor, Dr. Timothy Basima, Past Assistant Governor, Dr. James Onywain, and Past Assistant Governor Frederick Chibedi, who is online, to be our club mobilizers, to mobilize us and ensure that we excel. Our International Relations Director is none other than PHF +7 Rotarian May Valji. Anthony Ogwang, who is online, will be our Mission Green chair. Youth service is the future, not only of Rotary, but the future of our country and our entire world. So we are so committed and will be consistent in not only empowering, but ensuring that we work together with our youth under the leadership of Rotarian Faith Tushare. Our bank officer is online Rotarian Ruth Kanyaruju. On to the DCA officer is going to be Rotarian Hannington Thenge. Friends, it is normally very important for you to stop in every journey and check how far am I. And our immediate past president, Dr. Hajat Safina Musene Kisu, is going to be our monitoring and evaluation officer to check how well we are progressing. Friends, we have appointed representatives of the Rotaract fraternity. We want to empower these youth and we want to work with them. And I'll request PE Adrian, if you're here, if you could stand, and PE Pat Kaizi. These are going to sit on our board to represent Rotaract. But I also want to recognize the presence of Opportunity President Nyakuni. If you're here, Rotaract of Chambogo, thank you so much. You're really very dear to us and we want to work with you. Friends, these are the men and women that are going to steer this club And I look so much forward to the same time this year when we'll be standing here before men, giving an account of celebration of what we have been able to achieve under the leadership of our Changemaker District Governor, John Indamira. Allow me quickly move to the how. We are talking about impact-based projects. Impact starts with membership. First and foremost, we want to maintain 90% of all our existing and current members. And as you've rightly heard, we want to grow our club by 100% at least as a bare minimum. And we have already started the journey. We've already started the journey. I want right now to request the intending Rotarians of Kampala Daybreak who are present with us to stand. Who are those who are getting ready for induction to stand if you're here. That is just the starting point. These are ready to already start the journey. Knowledge and information is power. To move this great organization to which we belong of Rotary to greater heights and be a part of it, we need to impact and equip ourselves with as much information and knowledge as possible. So we shall ensure we attend all the district and country trainings, but not only that, we have planned and prepared to conduct 6 in-house trainings all through the year to ensure that we equip and impart knowledge about Rotary to all our members. Indeed, the DCA is a must. We are so much excited to join new District Governor Ndamira in Naivasha. And I know that all the members of this club, I look forward to look behind in Naivasha and say, here we are, the Daybreakers in Naivasha. We are indeed committed to do that. We are in unusual times, and there is a call for us to adapt to the new norms that have taken shape. So for this reason, we have given access to Zoom accounts to all our club directors so that they can be able to plan and prepare and conduct their meetings independently for those that they choose to be online, so that we are not going to get any challenges to move together. Friends, I want to address what we are planning to do in service of the communities for which we exist. First and foremost, we intend to do a project in maternal and child health with the Women's Hospital in Kawempe. I know this is a signature project of this Rotary, and indeed, we are going to be part and parcel of this. We want to ensure we are part of the men and women that have seen to it that there is enough blood in our Rotary blood bank in Mengo. So we shall indeed drive ourselves to that. And friends, as you so much very well know, as a club, one of our signature projects is basic education, is under the area of focus of basic education and literacy. And we have planned and prepared to construct and inaugurate 7 early childhood development centers across the country of Uganda. This will be in Kalungu District, Masaka District, Mbarara District, Kamuli District, Ngora District, and Kakumiro District. And to crown up it all, we are seeking to establish a satellite early childhood development center in partnership with Makerere University so that we can be able to tap into the area of early childhood development. And this has been possible riding on our relationship with Makerere that already exists of the Peace Center. So we shall indeed do this together. And friends, like I said, these early childhood development centers are not just buildings. We want to use them as fulcrums around which we intend and plan to build other projects within the 7 areas of focus, among of which each one of these is going to have a project in water and sanitation. We are going to do water harvesting and ensure there are water tanks to ensure that there is water around these early childhood development centers. And not just that, for the sustainability of these projects, there is a need to address the aspect of community economic empowerment. So in partnership with an Indian farmers association called CITA, we are going to impact over 1,000 farmers. And these ones, we are going to encourage them to do commercial farming, and in particular to do soybean, for which we already have market and plans are already underway for the same. This club is known for being the first in so many things. But one of the things I want to mention, this club sponsored the first, and is continuing to sponsor the first deaf student to undertake CPA in Uganda, Betty Najemba. She is a deaf student, and we will continue to support her until finally we see her to graduation. Friends, many are the things that we intend to do. In the interest of time, allow me address myself to one of the critical arms of Rotary, which we are so committed and passionate about in this club, which is the Rotary Foundation. Not only have we planned and prepared to give, but we are also prepared to utilize those resources that are embedded in the Rotary Foundation. We have targeted to raise at least $20,000 in contribution to the Rotary Foundation, and we also are committed to raise one major donor in this very club, the incoming Rotary year. Our chief guest, you challenged us and interested us and encouraged us to work with the youth. Indeed, you rightly read our hearts. It is quite unfortunate that my friend PDG, John Wagwan Sirwa, is not here with us for his bereavement, as we all know in the Rotary fraternity. But indeed, plans are underway for us to work closely with him to do a global grant. And what are we going to do? We want to empower the youth. We want to empower the youth. We are going to use all these 17 early childhood development centers we have, first and foremost, to ensure that we do mindset change trainings for all these youth to be able to enable them secure their future very, very, very ably. Friends, we cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone. As I said, we intend not only to nurture, but to sustain all the existing partnerships that we have as a club, some of which have already been mentioned, not so to repeat, but just to briefly mention so many partnerships. I read Church of Uganda, Ministry of Education, Unity, Makerere University. I could go on and on and on. These are very important partnerships that we have as a club, and we'll continue to nurture them. Coming back to the youth, we want to ensure that at least 10 Rotractors who are going to be selected by the Rotary Vijana Power and the Rotary Roses, we are going to create internship placements for at least 10 youths under our club to ensure that at least they get to know what happens in the world of, in our workplaces. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also planned to sponsor for youths to Raila, but also for non-Rotractors to Raila, to acquaint them with what happens in the Rotary fraternity. So, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues in the Rotary fraternity and our dear guests, with your support and with the guidance of God, but also with the vision, leadership, and direction that are well presented to us by the Rotary International, by our district leaders, I hereby not only accept, but commit to diligently and unreservedly serve as the Changemaker President of the Great Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak in the Rotary year 2021-2022. Friends, allow me conclude with a quote of Winston Churchill, who said that we earn a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So therefore, I'm going to request you, friends, let's be cognizant, let's be aware of the hurting communities that are not only around us, but are across us. I invite you to join me as we give of our talents, as we give of our time, as we give of our treasures to serve humanity above self. I thank you. May God bless you and make you a blessing.
Thank you, Change Maker President Frederick Chitakule. Like Governor Emmanuel said, for not just being tall alone, but having tall projects and programs you're thinking in your Rotary year and explaining them to us. Thank you very much. Allow me recognize for today DGE Peace Taremwa from District 9214, who's very fresh because yesterday or last evening, he hosted DGE Young Kimaro, who's our incoming governor for District 9214. So now he has the pin of District Governor-elect for District 9214. You're most welcome. Allow me at this moment to also invite our DGN, who in a very few hours shall become DGE, to officially introduce to us our DGE, who's going to be the DG very soon, and also make his remarks since we've had his change maker president also commit in his remarks. DGN, Honorable Dr. Mike Kennedy.
Is and what he stands for and what makes him tick. So our change maker governor, John, has been a Rotarian for more than 24 years, having joined the great organization in 1996 as a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala North. Over the years, he proved his worth and usefulness by his exemplary service on various club committees, leading to his elevation to club president in 2007, 2008. In 2014, 2015, he served as assistant governor, after which he continued on an upward journey of service in various capacities, including but not limited to the following: 2015, 2016, treasurer for the 93rd this year. This was an assignment he executed with such a high level of efficiency that he realized a big net surplus. Part of this surplus was useful to kickstart the Samwori Vijana Power Village in Busunju. 2017, 2018, he chaired the district planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation PIME. His hard work together with his team was achievements. The district was recognized for best contributor to the Rotary Foundation, realizing the highest net membership gain, attaining highest growth in Rotaract in Zone 20A, receiving the prestigious RI Award of planting 1.6 million trees. 2019, 2020, he chaired Rotary International USAID host committee worth $4 million program, and it was executed as per excellence. Being a Rotarian, DGE John delights in improving the quality of life of members of our communities. It is for this reason that he is a generous contributor to the Rotary Foundation. Currently, he is a major donor level 2, a member of Bequest Society, and a member of the Paul Harris Society. That deserves a clap. DGE John understands the value of networking and continuous learning. To this effect, he's attended 18 district conferences, 4 zone institutes, 15 international conventions, and from these engagements, he's acquired a wealth of knowledge which he's willing to share for the good of District 9213 in particular and Rotary in general. Our Governor incoming holds a Master of Business Administration from Eastern and Southern Africa Management Institute, ESAMI, postgraduate diploma in business management, and the Bachelor of Arts, Social Sciences, Social Work and Social Administration from Makerere University. He has more than 20 years of transformational projects that promote sustainable natural resource management and agricultural enterprise development. He is currently working as the National Coordinator, Program Coordinator of the Farm Income Enhancement and Forestry Conservation Program, a multi-sectoral program executed by the Ministry of Water and Environment. So when you talk about transforming society and communities, he earns a living from that, and it is also a hobby, and it is also a way of life. DGE John is a family man and happily married to Barbara Magezi Ndamira. Together, they are blessed with 2 sons, Timothy and Matthew. And a few months ago, we joined them as a family celebrating matrimony of one of the sons, Timothy. And so they've also got a daughter and a daughter-in-law, just like I indicated earlier on. And there are people who appreciate humanity. The daughter is from Tanzania. So when you talk about East African integration, they are practicing it. They are not only theorizing about it. Congratulations, John. They also have an active granddaughter, Cincy, who keeps them quite busy and on their toes. The family has generously hosted several group study exchanges participants in this country. Finally, I just want to say John Magezi Ndamira is a warm personality, soft-spoken, amiable, and such a likable character. Join me in receiving our district governor incoming, John Magezi Ndamira.
Thank you, Governor Mike, for the kind words of introduction. Friends, protocol has been observed. Allow me to speak to you in less than the time it has taken to introduce me, because I know we are pressed with time, we have scheduled meetings and so on. But allow me to thank Governor Emmanuel Katongole for officiating at this function. And my first time to get close to Governor Katongole, if you recall, he took me out for tea. He called me and said, I would like to invite you for a cup of tea. said, what? At that time, he was a governor. I said, what does the governor want with me? For a cup of tea. I said, where, sir? He said, Serena. Oh, he chose the best. I obliged. And we had a cup of tea. And then he asked me, I would like you to organize our district partners in the convention in Sydney so that we celebrate together and we deepen those partnerships. I said, sir, I'm at your service. I did agree. I was unable to travel, as you know. That year I lost my mom. But the event went on as planned. I handed over to my colleague who organized it very well. But the reason I'm saying this is to President Frederick Chitakule. Governor Emmanuel said, never walk alone. You repeated, never walk alone. And I would like you to inspire your board, inspire the members of this club, that every activity that you do, you don't walk alone, but the way to do it is invite them for a cup of coffee, invite them for high tea at your home on a Sunday, ask them to take a walk with you in the evenings when you plan to take a walk, or if you are strong enough to jog together in the morning. That's where Rotary business is hammered. That's where the bonding takes place. That's where issues get solved. Here, in these kinds of meetings, there is a lot of pressure. So don't walk alone. And I want to say, I will join you. You will not walk alone during my year as Changemaker President. I will join you when Sheikh Meta says, do more and grow more. Yes, we shall do more, but we must communicate, we do, in order to grow more. And I'm happy you've invited the potential Rotarians in this installation. Keep inviting as many as possible at every function. Not only the potential Rotarians, but your partners in service. Invite them to every function. That's the way to communicate. The youth, can you imagine more than 80% of the Ugandan population is below 30? Take advantage of those young professionals. You promise to build their capacity. Invite them in every function that you hold. That's the way we shall grow. That's the way we shall leave a strong foundation for Rotary into the future. Finally, I would like to thank outgoing President Johnson for creating a strong platform for continuity in this club. This club has grown from strength to strength every year. Together with your board, I take this opportunity to thank you for the great things that you've done to bring this club to where it is today. So friends, I promise to talk for less than the time I've been introduced. I want to thank you once again and look forward to sharing with you many more times when I visit this club during my year as governor.
Thank you very much, our incoming Governor, DG John. Allow us to appreciate that in the protocol, thank you. And at least we already had his remarks. It was very calculative that he gave his remarks on time before he leaves. And allow me right now to call Rotarian May to please come and give a vote of thanks.
I think mine is to detail what the past governor has just said. Thank you, everybody. for making the effort to come and join us to be part of this celebration, to welcome Frederick, President Frederick. Welcome and thank you so, so much. A lot of work has gone into setting up this function. I think the people who are here, who are responsible, I think they need a clap as well to say thank you. I think we have to say thank you to the Fairway Hotel for accommodating us and giving us the service that they have. But thank you to each one of you. I've not said your name, I've not acknowledged you, but believe you me, what your presence has done here is amazing. And I want you to all say thank you to yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotarian May. Please, Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Stephen Wakasenza, please come and give us our statistics.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Baguma Usman, the PR of this club for the past 3 years and in the incoming year. Thank you. No change. We have to stick to power. Okay, in summary, since we are out of time, we are blessed online with 140 attendants. We had past district governors, 2, district nominees, 2, past assistant governors were 5, and all other members. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming and making this club proud and always moving forward as the sober club. As past President Timothy Vasima always says, the club is sober, but we are not sure if the members are sober. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Allow me, if you're back on your job, it is his honor and request from President Frederick that the gentleman who planted this seed called President Frederick, and that's Rotarian Kim Madsen from the Rotary Club of Marbella International in Spain, who's online, to please say in 1 minute something. It is the request of the president. So please, you can get him online to say something to us. But also take the chance to recognize the online family represented by the first man, P.D. Jutusu, who's online.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here in South Spain. My name is Rotarian Kim Madsen, Marbella, Spain International. And I'm just proudly with goosebumps watching this introduction of my great friend, Fred. And I do remember as a Rotarian that I saw a big potential in Fred. Fred has been a great friend of mine since I actually employed him as our accountant in Help Africa, I think 12 years ago. And I also remember that we put in our budgets his membership fees, and that we knew that he will make a change for our organization, but also for himself. And we often talk about change, which in Spanish is mudanza, and we are changing lives in Rotary, but we are also changing ourselves, the Rotarians. and it is life-changing, and I've been watching the entire journey with Fred. I was attending some of the first meetings in Daybreak, where there was just a small circle of members, and how I see it has changed and grown. It's incredible. You get a president that is ready to change. I know that already. I have experienced that. I can talk endless about life-changing project Fred and me has done. And I'm very, very honored to see legends, who's living legends like Emmanuel Grongas speaking here. And I see friends as Xavier and Fred Mataya and a lot of you guys that I know already. So I'm proud. Big congratulations to the club and to Rotary for getting probably one of the most inspiring, powerful presidents that you can get. So I'm sure that he will achieve all the goals. And the words is not only words, it's also action. I know Fred that much. So Fred and your beautiful wife Lila have been following you, and I'm so proud of you. So I can't wait to come back to Uganda very, very soon, and I will promise that I will visit your club, and also hang out with you if you have time. I know you're so busy, but I see how your life has changed, but I've also seen how you have changed other lives, and how Rotary Club are enjoying your personality, and I see so many Rotarians from all over Uganda here watching online, and I just want to congratulate you and congratulate all of you for getting a super president. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Kim. Let me ask President. There should be someone whose phone is on, so I'm getting an echo. President-elect, please come forward, and the opportunity president. So we are going for the cake cutting. There should be someone whose phone is unmuted, and that's why we're getting this feedback. So kindly, if you're logged online, unmute. Mute. I don't know who you want to come to cut the cake with, but please come forward. The PDGs, the governor-elect, and I think governor nominee, and your team. Please kindly invite them to come forward. DG and Peace, please come forward. Your identical twin. Whoever made this cake, thank you very much. Beautifully made with the Change Maker logo and saying, let's go serve lives, but not only serve, but change the lives of the people that we shall serve. I'll count 5 and we shall officially cut. 1, 3, 4. Congratulations, President Frederick. Go be a change maker alongside other leaders and other Rotarians. And congratulations, the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. We can have that more and louder. I hope the online family has had that very well. Thank you very much. Before we have let's have the final toast. But also remind us that there is tea being served and some snacks. So when you're done here, you can pass behind and get some tea. But let me call Rotarian Wilberforce Amanya to please come and give us the final toast.
Thank you, our Master of Ceremonies today. Dear Rotarians, this morning, those online on call, and all of you present, I say good morning. For this wonderful and beautiful day that we've had, can we all be upstanding? For this wonderful and beautiful day that we've had this morning, for the installation of our PE, I would like to propose a toast to Rotary International.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Wilberforce. We once again want to thank you, all of you who came to be physically live with us here at the Fairway Hotel for the installation of the 10th President of the Rotary Club of Kampala Daybreak. We also want to thank our online family that has followed the conversation throughout. PDG Tusu, all the PAGs online, the assistant governor-elects and the assistant governors serving now, past president, opportunity president, charter presidents, and president-elects who are the changemaker presidents that will serve with changemaker President Frederick. We all want to thank you, and also allow me recognize and appreciate the Atlas Cargo Systems from our very own PAG Sam Wanje from Rotary Club of Muyenga, who gave me a notebook that I've used throughout this event to make sure that I note everything down. This is a very beautiful notepad that I got from our PAG and Country Vice Chair for District 9214, PAG Samuel Manje. I want to thank the morning crew where I come from, also bring you greetings from the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Stars. Once again, I was privileged and honored to be your MC for this morning. I'm Rotarian Samuel Ngambwachi, the Charter President of the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Stars. Let's go change lives as we serve in the year 2021-2022. Have a fantastic day, and may God bless you. As we switch off, allow me, not to be a very big-headed child who will not appreciate the mother. I'm proudly mothered by the Rotary Club of Bukoto, and here we are represented by our DGN, the incoming DGE, Honorable Dr. Mike Seralu, Opportunity President Maseke Inowisho, and Changemaker President Rotarian Edith Mujwisa, who we shall serve with. And I also take the honor to have said I served with Opportunity Presidents, and I'm also crossing to serve with a Changemaker President. So Rotary Club of Bukoto, thank you for planting me and also giving me a chance to serve.
Ladies and gentlemen who are joining us online, it's time for us to switch off now. Thank you for attending and have a great day.